What is up everyone, Soccer 101 here, and today we are back with Belgian Defense. Today's episode is unfortunately going to be uploaded a bit later than you should be used for me. This is actually the last episode of Belgian Defense as well. Maybe I'll put in an extra episode because I really like this team, but it's 7:30 already, and usually my episodes go live about 7 p.m. So I've been slacking a bit, and Showdown is lagging apparently. I don't like that, but it is a Slurpub, and Slurpub is a threat, as one might know. Especially since it does have Drain Punch in this gen, and Aura's actually is still the same generation, in my opinion. However, we are seeing a lot of not so very big threats, and then there's a Slurpub. So in order to just neuter that thing a bit, I would really love to get up my Stealth Frogs, but he is more than likely going to lead with this thing. So I'm actually going to lead with my Mega just to try and counter that a tiny bit. And I straight want to go for the Giga Drain, but he's actually going to go into his Cincino, which is adorable, to be fair. So let me just scout what he's going to do. If he locks himself in a U-turn, he does lock himself in a Rock Blast. He probably thinks, you know what, I'm cool, I'm going to be Scarfed. He's probably going to stay in as well, and if he does that, then I can go into Bandit Crook with the Intimidate, and I can get off a huge Earthquake on something, because everything on his team, quite literally, is grounded. So, oh, he actually turns out to be Tail Slapping variant, which is not something I particularly like, but at least we do know that my Mega after the +1 can definitely outspeed this thing. He's gonna outspeed me again. Hopefully he's not King's Rock and banks on a flinch right here, because that would be disastrously bad, as Eminem would say. So I could have gone Pursuit right there. I was pretty tempted to do so, but if he would have gone like Bullet Seed or something, he probably would have killed me, and it's not a pretty story. So what I'm going to do is get off a huge hit on something, which is probably going to be the Swampert. Maybe even Slurpop if he wants to over-predict like that, but this Swampert, ladies and gentlemen, it's not fucking switching. Bandit Crocodile, less than Nidoqueen, I mean, is just going to destroy this Mega Swampert in 2 hits. We ain't messing around. He can go into his PZ right here. He can go into his stupid fucking that thing. But I'm just gonna go into my Steel type, because Steel types wall the shit out of Cincino. He's more than likely just gonna U-turn, because even a -1 U-turn did actually do quite some damage to this guy. But I'm just gonna go into my Empoleon, and he then is forced into his Lucario, which I can go into my Mence. But I'm way ahead of time right now. He is not even going to do as I expected. He's just going to pour some seeds in my face. I'm not about that, I'm really not. So I'm kind of debating whether rocks are going to be more beneficial, maybe even a Toxic. But more than likely, I just want to go for Scald, because he doesn't really have anything that likes to take that. So I'm just gonna go for it right here, and he does bring me just into Torrent Rage, which is just beautiful, one might add. I'm really considering switching to Yanmega, but I'm just gonna go into Belgian Mens, because I still want to use this thing as a Death Fodder potentially on Lucario. So we're just gonna go into Belgian Mens, and he's just like, nah, Cincino, you're trying, but it's in vain. For sure is in vain. So that is a thing, and I can't get off a defog or anything, so I'm actually just considering an Earthquake. Earthquake is great. Earthquake is beneficial. Earthquake is looking as a solid player right here, as he goes into Slurpuff, which is a tiny bit odd. I mean, he could Drum right here. I don't have any priority on my team, which is pretty bad, but he decides to go for a Play Rough, as I'm more than likely going to pop a Citrus Berry right here. But this is the point where you can basically no longer get off a Belly Drum. I could probably go into my Victini take 2, but I would don't necessarily want to do that, but I do want to keep this thing more healthy. I do think I'm just going to sack my Crocodile here because it's slower than a lot of things on his team, and it's not... I mean, it's faster than Lucario, but Lucario could take it out with any form of priority. So this could potentially be a sweep with Han Huan, which is turning out to be one of my favorite mons ever. What should I do right here? I do think I'm actually going to log myself into the V-Create because... Oh, I'm not even logged. Oh, damn it. Oh, I don't have Zen Headbutt on this one. I'm sorry. I've been playing with a team that had a Zen Headbutt Victini all day, so that's a bit unfortunate. But return does laughable damage. It does straight up nothing. A Victini might actually be able to live a +6 return. No, it does not. Well, it's basically ×4, right? So it should do 88 to 95. Maybe got a lower roll, I have no idea, but I mean, it should have done about 95%. So this guy, is he faster than me? Let's say minus 100 is 200. He could be faster, he could not be, I don't really care. I'm just gonna go into my Empoleon because I do need to keep my Florges healthy to deal with this guy. Which is going to be great. And here it can probably fire off a Scald. He's gonna Boom Burst again. That's great. Here I can just go into my Martini and probably fire off another V-Create. V-Create is power, ladies and gentlemen. It's probably not going to kill this guy. However, I do feel like as soon as I get the Lucario whittled, okay, that of course helps. That does help a lot. I should adjust my camera a bit. There we go. But that does help a lot indeed. Now the only things he's got left are Shishino, Porygon Z, and Lucario. All of which I can basically outspeed. And he does get the attack boost, which is even better. So now I can go into Florges and freely fire off a Moonblast and something that would like to switch in. And I'll give you this much. Nothing really likes to switch in on this guy. So basically where I did big business against this guy's team was when the Swampert decided to switch in. So even if this guy decides to Nasty Plot in my face, I'm not too worried because Florges is going to be able to live the next one as well. So here we go. This is everything I needed Florges for, so I can just let it die and then win with Victini. Because Victini outspeed. Wait, how fast is the Sluddy Chinchilla? 115, so he's actually faster than I am, which isn't great. However, I do think that Mence could also clean up, especially after. This guy might well set up a Sword Stance. He decides not to do that, so that's even better for me, as I can now go into Martini and just get a kill. At the point where he wants to go into this guy, that's great because this guy gets raped by my Han Huan and this guy gets destroyed by my Martini. So I'm not too fussed. He has to sack something right here. He decides to sack his Lucario. This is going to be a good game. This is going to be a about 9 to 10 minute game. I mean, it was pretty enjoyable. I played well. My opponent didn't have switches for the majority of my threats, which is great. And he wasn't able to break Belgian Mence fully because the key player in Belgian Mence obviously is Mence, and he wasn't able to break that guy. So I'm just gonna go for the... oh god, Rock Blast doesn't even kill from full. So that was it. The only thing I really gotta do right here is protect and then Bug Buzz, and then we should be well in. Then we are well in, ladies and gentlemen. So we protect. He's gonna go Rock Blast again. We hit him with an offensive GG, as I like to do. This is where it ends. This is where the cookie crumbles. This is where the book closes. I have no idea, but probably all these proverbs that I have no idea what they are. That's gonna be it for today. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next episode, which will more than likely be live because I'm almost done with the U suspect test. See you tomorrow.